Of course, the Sunrise for hosting us today. The beautiful sunny day in the Mission during our winter. So I'm here to talk on behalf of 20 plus nonprofit organizations that have been coming together for years in response to violent acts in our community, homicides, and we want to move away from response mode to proactive mode. Because we're constantly, due to limited resources, limited staffing, we're always really focused on the service that we provide to the youth, and we need to, and we have moved to steps ahead to catch, be ahead of the wheel, be ahead of the ball, and really get aggressive with, that's not a good choice word, to be aggressive about reducing violence in our community. We recognize that we need to do something different. We recognize that we need everybody holding hands to achieve this goal of serving 500 of the most disconnected Latino youth in the Mission District and citywide. And what we have done to do this is produce a vision for violence prevention in our community, and we're calling that the Roadmap to Peace. We have been meeting over 2 years through community town halls, through weekly Monday meetings at IFR and other community agencies, through monthly Peace Collaborative meetings, through stakeholder meetings, to come up with a way to really address violence in a way that the community is creating a safety net and a continuum of care for these youth. Currently, and one of the questions that's come up is, well, what about the current investments? We feel that the current investments have an impact, yet those investments are not sufficient to meet the gap of service that we see. We see a gap in service, and we also have a gap in staffing to allow us for better coordination at a neighborhood level, to really make sure this continuum is available to you. So if a youth comes to Carecen for tattoo treatment and they need mental health services, we have a system in place to make a referral to IFR. Or if a youth comes through IFR to get mental health services and they need family support, we have a system to make a referral that's successful to Good Samaritan. Or if a youth has moved back on track and they're ready to become leaders and agents in their community, we can make successful referrals to local businesses for employment, as well as successful referrals to the arts organizations and institutions that we consider safety net services. They're protective factors for our community, because while we work on the individual, the arts organizations tell our community that we're here, and they show the face of our youth, and they tell our youth that they belong in this community. Some of the narrative that you've heard earlier is about the $4 cup of coffee. And what does that mean to our families? What that means is there's only few businesses like Sunrise where our families feel welcome, where they know they can afford to bring their 3 kids, have a break. I have 1 child, and this is where I come. So things are harder for our community, things are harder for our youth. We know that there's 500 youth that are highly disconnected. Just looking at the Ocano truancy rate, there's about 250 youth that are not coming to school on a daily basis. That's just one of our high schools. What we're proposing is a collaborative network, and what we're asking for is for planning support to hire a planner, high-level planner, to hire 3 community navigators that can address not only services, but community infrastructures like open space and parks, maybe create employment through community gardens for our youth, as well as community building efforts like Carnaval, like Dia de los Muertos, which is a place where this new community and the existing historical community can come together and get to know each other better and maybe support each other. Because essentially, if you walk down this corridor, you're going to see some places that are for the commerce, or gentros, what we call them, or you see the neighborhood businesses where we know our families go and purchase bread and purchase produce and so on. And we have successful stories like Casa Lucas that has found a way to serve both of these communities in a way that addresses both of their needs. So we need your attention, we need your investment, and our youth deserve everything from us and our community, from the city. It's already hard enough, the pressures that they're dealing with unstable housing, with failing school systems, with limited service provision that we're able to provide because we have limited staffing and space. And so I echo everything that people are sharing today, and we urge you to pay attention and to make a significant investment over a 5-year period in our community.
Thank you.